Alrighty, hello there, everybody. Here we are. I gotta say, I'm amused. I'm amused. That's what this new news here today uh, makes me feel. It makes me feel amused. I just gotta. I mean, as you guys know, the title of the video is the state of Wisconsin is basically asking for to raise the word count. I'm right here. So, anyways. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just so many things that just strike me funny about this. It's like number one, we know that they've already been kind of mocked or chastised, maybe even a little bit, by the appellate court for arguing that Avery was procedurally barred from bringing the claims about the bones, or that he should bring it separately and he should drop his current appeal. And they made all these arguments about procedural bars and all these things, and the appeals court was not amused. They were not amused. So I mean, they are looking at a rough argument as it is, and now they want more words. I'm just like, really? You want more words now? I mean, I'm just this. I think this is going to get interesting. I think this is going to get very interesting. So, um, yeah, I mean, it's bizarre to me that they're going to be that they're asking for a larger word count now. Um, there it is. So, I mean, and then you add the fact. I mean, the other part that's amusing about this is it's like, wait, how many extensions in are we now? I mean, this thing was originally due a long time ago, and here we are, several extensions, or well, a number of extensions in at this point. Hi, everybody. We're a number of extensions in, and now they're asking for a higher word count. I don't know. Hey, look, guys, I'm sorry, but I find this request, this motion for a higher word count, to just be amusing. Um, it's you know, I don't know what a higher word count's going to do for them with when they're already basically facing having to make arguments that they don't really particularly want to have to make. They certainly don't want to have to. Well, number one, the CD is going to be an extremely uncomfortable issue for them, with Tom Fassbender holding it in his personal possession for 12 years and all that sort of stuff. But then you have the bones on top of that, on top of everything else that's in the motion, and the fact that the bullet doesn't have any bone in it, so it doesn't fit with the prosecution's narrative that it passed through Teresa's skull. And it's just more and more of what the state claims is going on here. And I mean, so I can't imagine. I mean, for them, I can't imagine they're very eager to want to argue it, but I just can't help but laugh that they're asking for a higher word count now. I just find that to be some pretty darn amusing. So the news is, well, the motion has been filed for a higher word count. And so here, yes, I will show you guys that right now. It's just right now a motion has been filed. It hasn't been granted yet, but a motion has been filed to get a higher word count. And I will show you that right now. Okay, folks, I'm back. Here I am. That screen share completely wiped my computer out there. So sorry about that. It totally froze my whole computer up. Like really mad. Seriously. Wow, that was bizarre. So let me see if I can get this back up. Well, it didn't restore. Okay, so let me see if I can show you guys this real quick here. Yeah. Okay. That one. All right. Sorry about that, folks. No, it wasn't a bad connection. It's just that something locked up, and I did see a warning from StreamYards. I may have to start using a different browser than Chrome, but I had never seen that happen before, so I was a little bit shocked that it locked up like that. But okay, so holy crud, what the hell? Come down here. Okay, what is going on here? Here we go. Hold on, folks. Let me just get this kind of sorted out. And this one here. Sorry, I had a little crash there. But anyway, so, all right. Let me scroll back to some questions here. Let me see if I can get... Dare I try the screen share again? Okay, there we go. Worked that time. Okay. So this is what we're talking about. Let me see if I can zoom in on this a bit. Whoops. Okay. So as you guys can see right here, received on 5/18/2020, filed by Lisa Kumpfer, who would be the state's appellate attorneys, who are in charge of arguing this. Submitted on 5/18, obviously, so that's today. And they're basically, the comment is, it's a motion to expand the word limit. So as of yet, there's no decision regarding this. It's just a motion to expand the word limit. Obviously here we have the thing where AAG, the Assistant Attorney General, withdrew herself from the case and no longer will be listed as co-counsel, leaving good old Lisa here by herself, and now Lisa wants more words to argue it. So there we go. Okay, so let's see here. Anything I missed while I was going through that drama? Let's see, Erekose, how soon does this request need to be answered? Well, it would need to be answered before the 27th or 29th when it would be due. They would need to issue an answer before then. They usually do it within a couple days. So I would imagine probably by tomorrow or the next day we'll have a decision from the appellate court. I imagine that they will probably grant it. I know, folks. I know you guys don't like it that everything gets granted, but the fact is, it does work both ways. Generally, if KZ was asking for it, the Court of Appeals would grant it for KZ as well. So try to understand that it goes both ways. So, like I said, I'm completely amused by this whole asking for a higher word count. I just think it's hilarious. Whoops. All right, now let's see what else. Pick frozen. I feel the COA will give it to them, but the brief will still be due on the 29th. That may be, Jennifer. That may be. They may not grant the extension, but they may grant the higher word count. That's completely plausible. So I may have picked this up wrong. Did the state ask that they could put in a higher word? Yes, that's what this video is about. The fact that the state asked for a higher word count. Let's see. Would the real Erekose please stand up? Yes, ha ha ha. Let's see here. What else? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sheila. Hi, Carl. Hey, nothing but a stump. Hey, Buckeye, Ohio. Hey, Sky fan. Let's see. Did KZ not ask for more? Ask for that more words on an earlier filing and was denied. I think so, but she had been upping the word count several times already, so she was already at a pretty high word count. So that would most likely be the reason why they denied it. It's just because they'd already granted her a couple of increases in word count on previous things and stuff. So she already had a pretty high word count. I'm pretty sure that's why. Let's see. Wait, I'm not great at this stuff. More words from who? This is the state filing for their response that they want to be able to use more words in their response. So that is a good question. I don't recall what the word limit was previously. So I would have to get a copy of this motion. I would have to get a copy of this motion. So maybe I'll take a look around today for that and see if I can find it, the motion, see if anybody has actually happened to get it. By or if maybe possibly it's been posted somewhere. I doubt it. It's the state, so they're most likely not going to be posting their business for everybody. It would most likely have to be FOIA'd and take some time, I would think, but maybe it's out there and available. Maybe somebody was able to go down to the courthouse and boom, get it. And so I don't know. I'll take a look around, but I can ask Travis. Travis will probably know. Or even guys, you could probably ask Tracy. Tracy will definitely know. Tracy Struncy. She'll definitely know what that word count is, most likely. So, but that's where it's at. I just think it's hilarious that it's this far in, this late in the game, already multiple extensions, and now they're asking for a higher word count. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to me. Today I had the day off. Yeah, I was sent home because I guess the job had to be rescheduled that we were doing today. So yeah, I am home today. Probably worked out pretty good because I have a really bad kink in my spine that is really painful, and it makes it very difficult right now for me to lift things. It was a lot worse yesterday, though. I'll say that. It's gotten a lot better today. So I'm on the mend, but it's still today just a little sensitive, and I have trouble lifting heavier objects. Not that I can't, it's just that it sends a shooting kind of pain that it's like a wake-up call. So anyway, no, just kidding. Anyway, but no. So couple reasons why I'm not working today, but yeah, I have the day off. More words for more. I think I heard from Foul Play. It was 5,000 extra. It's generally about that. It's generally usually somewhere between like, say, 3,000 and 8,000 words. They want to increase. Usually, that's generally a rule of thumb. That's what it tends to be. So, let's see here. Yeah, so I mean that's where it's at. I just thought this was funny, and look, I'm waiting to see what the state comes up with in their response personally, because personally I just there's really nothing they can say. They can't claim the bones aren't of value because by giving them back to the hall box, they basically have announced these are Teresa's bones. And by hiding what they did, they showed that they clearly didn't want anybody to figure out that those were Teresa's bones, and they didn't want the can of worms that would open, which is the can of worms they're dealing with right now. Folks, the fact that they tried to hide it to avoid this exact pass that they have come to, they were hiding it so that they wouldn't end up where they are now. They hid it, and they are still right here where they are now. That should tell you a lot. That should tell you most of what you need to know. In the middle of a lockdown, they can't find the time. Right. I mean, that's what I mean too. For 8 weeks now, folks, we've all been locked down, or a lot of us have been. So like they've had time to work on it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's funny because it's funny. I was on Twitter. What was it? Last night. I was on Twitter last night, and Trisha Bushnell was on there talking about she was tweeting about she was finding some ants on her desk, and it was annoying, and she was trying to stay working or whatever, and everything like that. It's like, all these lawyers are at home and they're working and they're continuing to work from home, and it's like, so yeah, these Wisconsin lawyers are clearly going to have a lot of time, and here they are after 3 extensions or whatever. Now they're asking for a higher word count. It makes me want to laugh. To me, it cracks me up that they, but yeah. No, you will never. I don't. The only way you're going to get the bones back from the hall box without their consent is if a judge orders it, and I don't see Judge Suk ordering it. So, and plus there's the whole argument of contamination at this point, because they're no longer being kept sterile in, the original evidence bags that they were found in. They've now been removed, moved around, placed into a new place with other bones, and, so it creates an issue. Right on, nothing but a stump. That's funny. The state is losing their. Yeah, I mean they know they're in a bad spot. They know that explaining what what they were doing is problematic for them. Explaining why they were hiding what they were doing back then is another problem for them. And then there's the whole violation of Stephen Avery's due process rights by them violating their own statute by giving that evidence back. So you got a whole ball of wax there where even they knew they wanted to avoid this. Even they knew it, and that's why they tried to hide it. So yeah, like I said, it's amusing. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this one short. Not a lot of information, really to go over here. Maybe if I get my hands on the motion to raise the word count, maybe you might see me appear later on to kind of read through or go through that. So maybe I'll do that. But otherwise, here it's basically just a request for a higher word count. I thought it was funny, so I thought I'd get on and say a few words about it. And everything. So thank you all for showing up, and we'll keep our eye on what's going on. And hey, look, I hope we get the state's response sooner rather than later. But I did think that this particular development was funny, and so I thought I'd get on for a short little minute here and talk to you all about it. I don't know if T1's still out there, but we'll see you, dude. Good to see you. Nothing but a stump. Jamie Van Hoot. Everybody out there. Good to see you. Hey, there's T1. There he is. Just when you think the state is done doubling down on this, they pull in their chips. They pull chips from the sock and bet more. Yeah. Here, we'll put that one on for the end of the video. Oops. Yeah, doubling down. I do love that song by Stacy, though, folks. It is a good one too. But very good point. From their socks. Absolutely. So, alrighty, folks, that's about it for this one. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. and we'll see you later.